Hey, Mrparka here to review one from Revolver. I'm sorry I'm looking a little rough. I just had a double hernia surgery, I think, Thursday. So, yeah, not completely, on the up and up physically. But what we have here is one from Revolver. It is called The Addicted. And I actually watched this a couple days ago for the first time, but, after uh, being off a little bit, I went back and rewatched it again just to get myself familiarized with it. I typically don't do that, but I had a few days in between when I watched it, so I went back and watched it. I wasn't a huge fan of this movie. It's a UK film about this man who is addicted to drugs, and he was put into a mental, not the kind of a drug rehabilitation center. And what happened to him was the doctor was crooked and kept feeding him drugs so he could, kind of move in on the family, is from my understanding. This is back in the 80s, and we're in current day now, and there's a female reporter and a few of her friends who are way too old to be doing this kind of goofy crap, want to go in and get a good ghost story. So there's a bunch of cameras set around, so you kind of get those generic spooky shots of, found footage kind of deal every once in a while. What bothered me was just the some of the sloppiness of or stupidity of the characters. It just really was dumb. One guy gets drug off, and he gets away. Somebody saves him, and then he ends up. One guy wanders off by himself after that, and that guy decides to go find him to ask him for a cigarette, and he gets drug off again. And then after that, the people he's hurt, they find him. They leave him sitting there, and they decide to wander off, leaving him by himself. It's just utterly ridiculous. That's not acceptable right there. That makes absolutely no sense to me, at least. But the film's twist is okay. The rest is kind of, I think it's really typical. The chase scenes, a lot of the camera shots. There's not super amounts of gore or special effects in here. Some of the CGI effects are passable. They're okay. Like I said, there's this one gag where the light bulb exploded. I kind of enjoyed that. The location is decent. Outside location, it looks pretty creepy. But all in all, it just falls into that kind of generic ghost story with a decent twist type deal. I don't like any of the characters in the film, and at the end, the lady's reaction to the twist at the end and slapping someone in the face, I just thought was uncalled for and ridiculous. So most of the people in the movie, I could care less what happened to them. I don't really buy a lot of their actions. So, it's kind of your typical deal in that type film. But this is called The Addicted. I guess some people may find the ghost a little bit creepy looking. And the backstory does add a little bit of something different, I guess, to a story that would be really generic otherwise. But that is The Addicted. I can't really recommend that one, but I'm Mrparka. Have a good